Intro. What up, y'all? We got Mac. We got not Elijah. We got Mac. We got Dev here. We gonna be watching Mr. Beast today. Not Mr. Beast. What are we watching? This.
I thought it was Mr. Beast.
No.
I can't go out in public without 10 kids coming up and asking for a picture.
Lacey.
You know how
Jason.
hard that is in life?
Yeah, this is what
That
I
is
saw.
difficult.
How long do you think this is going to last?
Forever.
Forever.
You think this
hopefully.
is going to last forever?
I hope so. You just proved my point for me. I don't have that security that's going to last forever. Having a job, being
That's
a
why
cook,
you gotta
you
grind.
have that security of, oh, I have a job, I have a degree, I have
Oh,
this.
this is
I
about
don't-
to be
I
good.
This could end for me tomorrow.
Hypothetically, if you all of a sudden you lost all your followers, what would you do?
I know what he'll do. Get up.
No, I'm asking
Trigger
him.
warning.
I'm asking him. What would
Job.
you do if you lost completely all your YouTubers? You had nothing.
black
No
man, you
one
wanna laugh
watched you
so bad?
anymore. I didn't even watch you anymore. What would you have to do? You would have to actually have to go to work.
Bro. That
Did
would've-
you?
That's a
Funny.
song. If I
Crazy.
did lose all my followers, I would
Bro,
probably
they're turning
like a
red.
houses and
They're
start
turning red, bro.
Okay, so then you would have to actually go to work. You would actually have to go to the
Look at her,
office.
look
I
at
would
her,
think
bro.
that would be a much easier job than streaming.
You gotta go into your setup though and sit in front of studio lights and read the chat and be interactive.
But no, he lost everybody. He lost everybody. He has no followers
That-
whatsoever.
You're-
He would
you're-
have to turn
yeah, but
around.
you're proving my point.
You would have
You're
to
proving
turn
my
around.
point. You're proving my point on why this is harder because I could lose it all
Yeah,
tomorrow.
but you could lose it tomorrow.
If let's say you're a cook, right? Let's say you got fired. You have hundreds of people lined up. You could go cook over here, cook over there. You could be a private chef. You could be a private chef. Exactly. I don't have that.
He's
security.
making points,
I
low
was
key.
a cook in the school system. I cooked all frozen food.
But you still cook.
You still cook. You go cook for another school.
I think I saw a flag right here.
Flags. I see red flags.
I'm gonna have to backlight. Yo, Lacey, it's the truth.
Bro.
Hey,
I think something you guys aren't taking into account. Say we get a brand deal. I gotta post on an Instagram story. I gotta go find the 4 local cans. I gotta make sure, I get the 4 local can. And
Not to
I'm
mention,
sorry, this is hilarious.
it ruins our Twitter impressions too.
I gotta tag them.
Bro.
They don't even know what that is, bro.
My name is Rhonda. I'm a registered nurse from the South.
Hey, we got an RN out here.
RN?
A real.
RN?
Oh no! Oh no! She's about to. Oh no!
She's
She's
about to game.
What she
Hold
say?
up. We don't joke about our RNs.
No.
35 years ago,
Hold on. We're
I
back.
decided to go to nursing school because I wanted to be a creative. I thought I loved fashion, I loved acting, I loved singing. But in the South, whole lot of racism. Back in the 60s and the 50s, people didn't
Right,
give a rat's
right.
ass if you created something, and they wouldn't support your business. So yes, a 9 to 5 is much harder. I had to work 7 to 3, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. I had to support my daughter.
Rhonda,
You get
Rhonda, can I ask you?
Oh Lord, I'm kind of scared for what they're gonna say because it might make me mad. As much as I like what they joking about, but hold on.
Nope.
Have you ever
You
done it?
get spoiled. No.
Rhonda,
You
Rhonda,
get
what?
spoiled, and your
Rhonda,
mama and
Rhonda,
daddy keep
Rhonda,
giving it to you.
Rhonda,
Because
guys, I got a
did
question
it.
for Rhonda. I got a
did
question
it.
for Rhonda. Rhonda,
Yes.
have you ever done a subathon?
What's a subathon?
30
Dead ass.
days straight,
Bro.
24
hours a day.
day and night. No break.
We all streamed.
That
for-
ain't even healthy.
You're talking about working 73
Exact- that's their
30-minute
point.
breaks throughout that. You get to go home afterwards,
kind of their point.
see your family, relax. We were on camera 30 days straight, no personal.
What
life. You know how
day
hard
were
it is
you a registered
to
nurse?
have.
When did you get a break? You clean boo-boo?
When have you ran a
You-
3-minute ad?
You
When have
clean
you
A
up
3-minute
blood?
ad?
ran a
You
3-minute ad?
pass
That's
train,
crazy.
you short-handed. You
Talk
don't
about the fake
outlook.
relationships that you have.
Oh my God.
Now keep.
It's fake
Think
on
about
social
this.
media.
Think about this. Imagine
Sure.
every little person. We call them parasocials. They judge your
Parasocials.
relationships. You can't go out to dinner or have a girl take a picture in your car without them finding out and judging
got
you.
caught with
based
my
on it.
ex
I
in
got caught with
public.
my ex, and I got treated like I was a pedophile for it.
But
What?
Mental health. Mental health. You stop caring about what people think and what they say about you. Do you? Do you? And that's a big
Well,
problem with
their
young
job is
people.
based on that,
you
though,
care
so.
about what people think. Social media, what they say about
Because
you.
that's our
That's
job.
our job.
You said you're a nurse, right?
35 years.
What do you think's harder? 24-hour open surgery, like when you're helping
Don't
with,
ask
you know,
that.
the doctor, et cetera, or a 24-hour stream?
24-hour open surgery.
That's insane.
Short-handed.
That's
We're
insane. that
saving
they're
thousands,
saying.
you're saving one.
They got a point though.
Saving. No, that was not a point. That last point was not a point.
No, that was crazy.
All right, so you said 30-day subathon, right?
Yep.
And
My
then,
argument
hey,
is that you guys,
he's
none
young.
of you guys
He don't have a
actually
job.
did any of the work during that, and it was all your filmers, your
he part of the
editors,
FaZe team?
your producers. All these people back here are the ones doing the work. You guys just show up and have fun.
They didn't do anything.
It's a group project.
No, because
it's a
here's the
group
thing.
project.
Well, that's a bad take.
Wait, what is his job, bro? Someone has to be part
They
of
wouldn't
FaZe.
have any work if it wasn't for us, though.
That he low-key got a point with that one. Low-key.
I
no
would even
job.
go
There's
as
no
far
job
to
if they're
say
not there.
As every person in this room, we keep them employed as well. Because here's the thing, we get sponsors from these companies that have 9-to-5s, right? These companies, hold on. These companies are not viable without influencers to push the brand and keep them in business.
Have you ever worked a real job?
No.
So how would you
See,
know?
I have worked a real job.
What was your real job?
I worked 8 months. I worked a double. I worked Walmart and Panera at the same time.
Why are they
She's
laughing?
laughing, bro. Nah, she's making me mad. I actually feel like they're wrong.
He's a cook, bro. What?
Round 2.
What's she-
Stable Ronaldo streams are high energy and entertaining, often featuring Fortnite gameplay. Known for I don't want to read this.
I was about to say, bro, just keep it going.
Hi, I'm Chris.
All right, Chris.
Why do you think a
He's
9 to 5
unemployed, too.
job is not harder than what you do?
Well, you're guaranteed to pay.
Guaranteed to pay.
Yeah.
And that makes it harder?
Yeah. No, it makes it easier for you
Makes
guys.
it easier
Yeah.
because we have a guaranteed pay.
100%. You have
Makes
security.
it easier
Talk about
for
raises.
Makes it easier for 9 to 5 people to have a job because their pay is
Yeah,
guaranteed.
when you go to work every day, everyone's
So you're
like,
basing the ease of a job just on somebody getting paid regularly? Is that what you...
well, let's just say that comes to perspective. If you say someone
Sounds
who works
nervous.
food, if you someone who works a doctor, it's obviously different. But if you're talking abroad, 9 to 5, someone who doesn't need a degree, yeah, it's way easier than being a streamer.
How so?
Well, it's because you're guaranteed and you don't need any crazy knowledge. You don't need to go to school for most jobs, like certain things like a 9 to 5. If you wanted to go work at Foot Locker,
say the
I could go
same
to
thing
Foot
for
Locker,
streaming.
Apply, and then
hold
next thing
on,
you know, I'm
they get
selling
to that.
shoes for pay every single hour.
So according to you, a job is easier or harder based on the guaranteed pay?
That cook in the back is
One
getting
aspect
trigger.
of it.
Working at
Yeah.
Foot Locker, working at a job like Panera or wherever Lacey is easier than a streamer. Yes, because a streamer you have to come up with ideas. You have to stay relevant. There
Oh,
was
we're talking about...
Low key, I do agree with that point. I think you talking about a regular 9 to like, not
You don't have to have creativity unless you're like a higher paying job where it requires your creativity.
no like genuinely. I feel like what I'm doing, a streamer's job is harder than what I'm currently doing. I work at a bank. I 100% think that, but that's just me.
ideas now. Okay,
Yeah,
we're
what do you-
talking about pay.
Okay, so what do you
So
want to
that's
start with
one
though?
way that
But it
it's
doesn't
easier.
make. But
Well,
you're not
you
even.
started with
You're not
pay.
even. You keep switching it. So why
I'm
don't you
not
answer my
switching
question?
anything.
You know, you 100% are.
Yeah.
So how is it harder if you're guaranteed to pay? I worked for 4 years of streaming. I didn't make $1.
Well, what's your definition of hard? That's the thing. It's like what
Stuff
is
that you need
difficult.
creativity. You need
Okay.
to get out of your circle, comfort
Sure.
zone.
Yeah.
You need to be able to actually make people believe what you believe in the sense of like, oh, this is good content. Do you watch any TV shows?
I watch YouTube.
Okay, you watch
so
YouTube.
much YouTube.
So it's the same thing. So the people that
Absolutely,
you're
yeah.
entertained by are the people like us, just for a different audience.
That's true. But you're talking about entertainment as a job. We could talk about entertainment
This is
as
entertainment,
a job.
but this
yeah,
is entertainment.
entertainment
But
as
my
a
question
job
to you
doesn't have
is
any
why?
guarantees. Absolutely.
So do you truthfully you can sit here and think that working at like a Foot Locker or something like that? I'm just using that because that's the best
Sure.
example.
Yeah, yeah.
Is harder than a streamer
It depends on what you are saying the word hard means to you. Because
in the
there's
sense of
hard
everyday
physically
activity.
going in
Some people
circles
around
right
here
now.
said, "Oh, I got to wake up
He
at
is.
7 a.m., 8 a.m." Oh,
Yeah.
okay, we have to do the same thing.
Sure.
Some people do that.
And you deal with yourself.
No, we deal with
You-
millions
when
of people.
you're creating that content and you have your phone,
Okay.
you're dealing with you and yourself.
That
and
dude looks like
phone.
Jeff
so what happens-
Goldblum in the back.
Not true.
Workers, and you're not
That's not
dealing
true at
with-
all. I have an
Okay.
editor that I pay who relies on me. If I stop doing
Which
any
is
type
later.
of content, he loses
So when
a job.
you go to your job, when you go to work, rather than punching a card, you pick up your phone or you turn on a camera.
Okay, so when you punch the card, let's say, who's above you? Your boss, right? What happens if he just takes the business and he says, "Oh, we're not doing it anymore"? You lose your job.
If the work is picking
Yeah.
up a phone or turning on a camera as opposed to going in with a bunch of people and having to multitask
Yo, my phone back.
tasks you have
You
to
good?
do throughout your shift
Yeah.
and deal with your
Tasks you gotta do
coworkers
throughout
and
the stream.
interpersonal thing. Tell me how much you do of that stuff while you are actually doing your job for however many number
Okay,
of hours that
perfectly.
you are talking and typing and shitting and eating and all that stuff that everybody's watching you do.
Go ahead.
No, but there's actually a mental aspect.
I understand that, yeah.
No. Let me hear me
Yeah,
out.
go ahead.
Camaraderie. Like you have like a group of people, like friendships, relationships, which is the most
Sure.
important thing in life. So do you build that with your coworkers and stuff like that?
Sorry, bye. See you later.
Seeing a lot of flags.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Bro, what? I haven't
Didn't let him finish. It's
So
crazy.
I'm Angelina,
Right,
and I
exactly.
work as an executive assistant.
You're right. You're right. She's right.
Oh wow.
She's right. She's right. I'm not gonna lie. She's right.
Wait, what's going on? Wait, what?
They just saw her and he thinks she's pretty.
Oh, I'm dead.
What's your name?
So I'm Angelina, and I work as an executive assistant.
You're right. You're right. She's right. She's right.
Those exactly.
I'm not gonna lie. She's right.
She's right. That's funny.
Hey, look at that. We good.
All right, so you guys were talking about the mental aspect, and I thought that was really interesting because as someone who works a 9 to 5, technically it's a 10 to 6, but
Yeah.
I still have to clock in a certain amount of time. I come home, I'm too tired to cook. Fortunately, I have a beautiful girlfriend that does all of that stuff for me when I get home. But if I didn't, I would have to cook for myself and get to bed in time and wake up in time to commute back to my job.
You do that with
guys
streaming,
talk
too.
about how it's hard because there's a mental aspect, and I understand as someone who's been on social media a lot that you get
How long have you
berated.
been on social media? Just to get broad.
So I actually did content creation starting at the age of 14. When I moved to LA, I gained like 10,000 followers off the bat, and I was very young, and I started working with different brands.
Okay.
I totally understand the mental aspect. It's just that you guys can afford to say, hey, I'm gonna go wherever for 2 weeks, and that can be content, that can be your job, and you actually get to relax and travel the world and have other
So you're
opportunities.
just saying a lot of points.
There's no relaxation.
Just so I can answer a couple. So you're saying like to go back to the beginning, you were saying like you can manage like your time with like relationship. Was that correct? Like you have your girlfriend when you go home. Like
I fortunately have a support system, but I every day like ask myself how I would
so
have
I'll
been
give you
able
a
to do it
perfect
without.
example. So you said 14 you started. I started at 16. For about 3 years, I was making money, and it slowly went super up, and then all of a sudden it went down. Right?
Yeah.
I lost everything, fell off
was about to
completely.
though.
About to myself. Real story. This is a real story. This isn't a joke. Why are you smiling?
We've all been there.
Wow.
Every 9 to 5 worker has been there.
So
that's
going
why.
back to what you said, how you have
Wow,
a
okay.
support system. I moved across the country from my parents at the age of 19, lived alone in an apartment, was paying a certain amount of money every single month, and I was losing money. I wasn't making enough money to pay my like I had money in my bank for my rent, but I wasn't making
It was
more than my
serious,
rent.
yeah.
So I was
You
losing.
were in the red every
I
month.
was in the
I
red
got
every
you.
single month.
Right, living paycheck to
Girlfriend
paycheck.
broke up with me at the time, so alone
whammy.
across the country. So it's like when you're alone too, and everything's
that
going
cooking and backstabbing is
alone
crazy,
across the
bro.
country.
Look at her.
So it's
Wow.
like when you're alone too, and everything's going down. Where's my support system?
I don't like why she's laughing, bro.
So I have a question. You said that for the first 4 years you started streaming, you had no income. How are you able to survive?
I lived with my mom. I was 16.
So that to a certain
What do you mean,
extent
oh?
is privilege.
What do you mean, oh?
Privilege.
It is.
But my
because-
mom. But my
That's not
mom.
That's privilege?
Wait, how, actually, how's that privilege?
Yeah.
It's privilege because you have the support system to have a place to live.
Well, at 15, 16, I would hope I have parents that would live with me.
Yeah, but a lot of people don't, and they
Wow,
have to take
these
nine
are
to
whole
five.
different-
This is a different
So
point.
a lot of
Old people
don't
think
have houses,
A lot
What?
of
They
people
working
don't
9 to
have
5s?
families that support them or accept
but that's a
them.
whole different conversation. What does that have to do with the 9 to 5?
It is.
Because
whole
they still need to
different
survive.
conversation.
So the fact that you were given
So
the
how did you
opportunity,
move to LA?
I moved across the country as well with my mom when I was 15 years old.
What?
Do you not think that's privilege?
Nigga, it's the same thing.
I mean, we moved into a 1-bedroom in Santa Monica and shared a trundle
that doesn't
bed,
matter.
so-
That doesn't matter.
That's
Reselling-
still
I was
privilege.
reselling shoes to afford my mom's mortgage and everything.
I get it. I've definitely helped my family
So
out
then
in
why are you
times
saying
where I
it's
was able
privilege?
to,
If
but
you-
I also had to have my family support me in order for me to have certain opportunities to make money in the first place. So if you didn't have content creation, what would you be doing?
It's a great question. I don't know because I didn't set my goals that way. I set up my life to that. I know I would do what I want to do. If we all got paid the same every single month, let's say just in simple terms, we all got paid $100,000 a month,
dumb
crazy
point.
amount of money. Would you guys still, truthfully, I'm asking a serious question. Would you guys say that all of our jobs are harder than each other, truthfully?
Yeah, if she was a nurse, she had to go to medical school for years just to be able to have her
But
foot
she
in the
knew
door.
that she was getting security because she was going to be a nurse, correct?
Not secure.
It's
How is it not secure if you knew what you were going to do?
Nothing secure.
Nothing
Is that
secure,
true?
you just-
Is that true? Y'all, for y'all that know,
What?
it's
What?
like
I mean,
she
there's-
said. She said being an RN isn't secure.
There's always a market for like medical stuff. So
Right,
it,
there's-
it
right,
depends.
exactly.
It depends.
Yeah,
Not
cause
to mention,
but-
like, there's a set criteria. There's like steps to it. Like, you know that there's an end point to where you will be making money after you've completed, like, you know, your certifications, whether if it's just being an RN or a BSN. You know where you're heading, but that's about it.
Yeah, 'cause
nurses don't get like laid off like regular let's say you're an accountant. You are more likely to get laid off of work because they don't need you. They're losing money rather than like an RN. They need RNs.
That's what I'm
for,
saying.
like,
I feel like
they
an
need
RN is like one of. Let's
most
talk
stable
about like
jobs.
you make it to RN. You are an RN like her. I feel like that's one of the more reliable ones because I can always fire.
Yeah, it's
chef.
reliable.
You'll always find a job. You'll always have
Yeah.
a place to work. And if you get fired besides the reason of like getting laid off and stuff like that, then that's probably your fault because you messed up patient care.
Yeah.
Then
So-
that's you're the reason why it's not secure.
Yeah. So her saying that it's not secure, this is just BS. Then.
I will say this, bro.
I'm not a
Even
nurse,
during the
so I'm not
pandemic-
gonna say for sure. I'm
Okay.
not gonna say for sure.
During the pandemic, what was one of the few jobs that weren't touched during the pandemic?
They
Matter of
actually
fact,
got more
on-
RNs. Yep.
got more.
They got paid
Got
more.
more.
Mm-hmm.
Almost every time RNs medical related, they won't be touched.
Mm-hmm.
There's
Especially
always gonna be-
especially a doctor. Especially a doctor.
Especially
Bro.
a doctor.
There are
They
no
are never
doctors in the
touched.
world.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
you're right.
We need
You're right.
more, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Prove my point, but you just proved my point.
No job is secure, but content creation gives you the ability to have those savings,
But
to have an audience. And even if you do lose all your followers one day,
Yeah.
even if
Let's
you
say
lose,
I lost it all tomorrow.
you still have residuals of your previous viral
But
videos.
that's-
Even if people are hating on
No.
you and
That's not
shitting on you,
necessarily-
that's still adding to what goes into your pocket.
There's literally doctors who do one surgery and make hundreds of $1,000s.
Because they were trained for decades and they had to go to
So
school.
were we.
You went to school to be a content creator?
Streamer University.
Fucking God. Don't know that point. What is your take on this,
How you
boys?
doing,
By the way,
bro?
what,
Good,
what
how
side
you
are you
doing?
for?
It's both hard, bro. Like
It is both hard. I agree. It's both hard.
I think it
There's-
depends on
there's-
what job you're doing.
there's jobs that are easy, but you don't get paid a lot for. But then there's also jobs that are.
I will.
You know, Matt.
Go ahead.
Matt, can I
Oh,
say something?
okay. Yeah. Go ahead.
This gets me with you a little bit. I'm gonna tell you why. Because it reminds me. Yes, I'm gonna tell you why. If it reminds me of you saying that your bachelor's was harder than mine. I don't know if you remember that. You always used to argue about that, and I think it goes to that point of it's just a different kind of hard. Like I remember you said, "Oh, I did human bio, I had to do all this, and you did theater and stuff, and that stuff is easy." But it's a different kind of hard, and that's why I think it
Now, hold
relates to
up.
this, huh?
Hold up. I don't think I've ever said that your degree, your own degrees are harder than mine because I told you it takes a whole different type of person to do what you do. Get on that stage, do all that stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Matt,
I admitted to that.
No,
I don't think I ever.
I'm gonna put my hand on the Bible. I can call up Hannah right now, and she will tell you when you said that. You said that on 3 different occasions to me, because I talked to her about it, because I was like, "Do you actually think that too?" So I for a fact, now you may be admitting now, but for a fact, you said that. You said your degree, or my
Probably
degree
in the
was not as
past
hard
then,
as
I
yours,
guess.
huh?
Yeah, probably like way in the past before I actually got to know what you do.
It was in 2024.
You remember the year?
Yeah, because last year was 2024. Just last year.
Oh.
Yeah, but no, but I'm not saying that to say anything because you just admitted you didn't know what I was doing. So I'm saying like it goes to this too. These people, these 9-to-5ers, don't know what the streamers are doing. Streamers know what the 9-to-5ers are doing, but they don't know that it takes setting up the I mean, I'm setting up a stream. I didn't make no money. This stuff is hard. Setting up a stream, freaking coming up with content ideas, making the thumbnails, editing your videos, all of that. That is hard. I don't think it's lawyer level.
I will
know.
say that there's more stability in a job versus being a content creator. One is because there's a lot of repetition in jobs.
Mhm.
You do the same thing every day. You get paid to do the same thing every day. You might, get something out of the ordinary some days, depending on what your job is, of course. But most jobs are repetitive.
Yeah.
Even nurses do the same thing every day. They know, they know what they need to do. Whether it's like like what to push through an IV, how much to push through an IV, following orders or consultations through doctors, knowing like, oh yeah, okay, if I need to do a fucking like a pull from any IV or anything, they know how to do that. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever else they need to do. You know what I'm saying? But it's repetitive. It is sometimes, most times. You know, you only have like those few scenarios where it's like, okay, we need to think on our feet right now. But
yeah, as a
usually
streamer,
it's
you really
repetitive.
can't get repetitive. You lose your audience.
Yep.
And if you do, it's because you're part of a niche.
Creative.
Like,
Sorry.
Yeah, like you're a cooking channel. You can cook all the time. But then again,
But
you do have to
if
start
you're
coming
a
up with new
vari-
recipes.
if you're a varietal streamer, then you need to have new ideas each time. And that's another thing. Just because people do like traveling and stuff like that, and they record themselves, that doesn't mean anything in the camera is what they're like living the whole time. Like they can be going through stress. They can be going through like depression, anxiety, any loads of things. So it's not necessarily like, oh, they get to enjoy a day off of work and record themselves, make money.
Yeah, and I would argue you get the PTO. Like tomorrow, I can call off of work because of mental health reasons. Can't really call off of a stream. You got a stream to do. You got to do that stream.
Because your life depends on if whether or not people click on that stream.
Right. Exactly. But when
With
we're
the
talking about
job,
stakes,
you get PTO, part time,
Yeah.
full time, everything but
Yeah.
like flex hours.
Yeah. But yeah, some jobs they require there's higher stakes.
And like I said,
jobs.
there's easy jobs that are high paying, and then there's hard jobs that are low paying. So it's like,
right. Higher
Yeah.
stakes too. But yeah.
Yeah.
While being a nurse
Gabe.
sometimes can be repetitive, but you have a patient's life in your hands.
yeah.
You know?
So it's up to you if you want to decide to be responsible for
And
someone's
in that
life.
in that aspect, nursing is 10 times harder than content creation because it depends on the stakes of the job.
Gabe, how we doing?
I'm doing good. So first of all, I want to say I
He's
do
a college
respect all.
professor.
Pause. I have a hot take. I feel like a hard job really. None of the jobs are harder than the other one. It depends on your skill level. Because I would argue, take someone who's extremely good at coding, and then you take me who acts and stuff. We switched roles, right? Him trying to act and me trying to code is going to be the same level of hard because we don't know the field. So, and then you go back to the other field, I do my acting, he does his coding. It's going to be the same level of easy because he's a master coder and I'm smooth chocolate. But yeah, that's y'all mamas.
All of you for what you do. I mean, you guys do work, but you do not work as hard as people who have a regular job. You don't know that. I mean, I do know it for sure. It's very clear. People have to wake up and do their routine over and over again. It's not a daily thing. It's a weekly thing. It's a monthly thing. It's a yearly thing. It's a life thing. And if they screw up, they lose their jobs. And they always have to be careful.
That's the same thing with
because
streaming.
they
If you say the
do
wrong
something
word,
weird, they
you
say
get
something
canceled.
weird to their
Yeah,
coworker.
you actually lose everything.
Worker, their boss, they're going to lose their job. If you lose some followers because of something you say, you'll get other followers, and you have
Not all the time.
you have a
That's not-
large following.
look at the baby.
enough
The baby
where
has
there's
never
enough of a
recovered
range of
fully.
He said he used to charge $300,000 for a feature. Now it's $30,000. That's a
I
lot
remember
of
him
money.
I remember him going into gas stations giving out tickets.
Yeah.
himself.
He had to
Yep.
cancel concerts because he only had like less than half the venue like full.
Yep. Look at Joey Swole. That
Damn.
That
so
might-
slow. That
go
nigga
talk to those
lost it
colored
all.
folk. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, those
Colored athletes.
I was like, what the fuck?
perspectives that
God,
people will
enjoy.
always be on board for you as long as you're producing content. People who screw up at their jobs and lose their jobs. And
What's
they're-
that name,
and maybe
Dr.
there's a
Disrespect?
recession,
Y'all
there's
know
not a
about
lot of
him?
Jobs as could be now.
Wasn't he a pedophile?
Yep.
Yep.
That one's a little different than the other ones, I think. Nah.
But the statement is still true. He
Yeah.
messed up and he has no following.
That's true. That's true.
He is gone.
they
By the
get
way, he's
potentially
40,
wrong.
like 43 years old, doing all this stuff. By the way, he's an old streamer.
This dude
Yeah, you
has
gotta
been
walk
walking
on
his
your
flag
toes.
every single time.
Even people who are like a little bit ignorant, even racist, they can still keep their jobs. They really can.
Yeah, all you got to do is lay low or relocate.
Lay
bro.
low
No,
or
You can't
like
relocate when people know your face.
You
Depends
know
if
how
you-
many racist people I've worked with before?
dude.
Oh yeah.
It depends. Like, dude, like for real. Like either I'm being so for real. Like Devin and I. What was her name? ZZ. Remember the dumb shit she's done?
Oh my god.
Dude, that shit will get her canceled immediately. But no, people in the workforce, they won't touch her. One, because of like just protecting their identity, because that's what everything is about identity. They hear that they fired someone who's of Muslim heritage and everything. Dude, that should be in top page news, because that's what she was threatening. People who are racist too, either they're part of the union, they will have union people backing them up, and they won't even tell them the full story. They don't know that she's racist or what she said or anything like that. Bro, it's crazy.
Sometimes the new jobs don't do background checks, so it's just like, oh well,
Right.
guess you're high.
But
Oh, look at cops, bro. Look at cops. The things cops have done that were crappy. They just get hired down the street, or even worse, they'll keep their job.
Bro, exactly.
Worse or worse.
You ever heard of cancel culture?
What's that? Yeah, of course I've heard of it. But how many people have been canceled and came
Oh,
back?
why
I
are
mean,
you
it happens
defended?
all the time. Your boss is not going to be loyal to you if you don't get that thing in on time 5 times.
Okay, but check it
you're
out.
done.
Okay, so listen, but to be able to get that loyal following of people that do follow you,
Yes.
you need to build that over years
Okay,
and years and years
okay.
and hours of
Okay,
trust
all right.
and communication
Sacrifice.
and intimate relationships with your audience.
Okay, so
that's not something that's just
Jobs don't
given
care,
to you.
man.
That,
Look,
that-
the
if
thing
you don't
is-
just
bring
fall
results,
into
they will
a
keep you.
million
They don't care about
subscribers,
your
2 million
Of course
subscribers,
not.
3 million
Of course
subscribers.
not.
Yeah, that's true.
It takes work for sure. But like what you
That's the
guys
one
are
thing I'll
talking
give
about
content
in terms
creators.
of
They
like the
need to
toll it
build
takes
that
on you,
trust.
a large
Your
part of it,
character
and let me
matters.
tell you something, I'm a little older than you guys, so a large part of it is just general angst from being young, and you just happen to have a camera in front of you, and like
These
talking
people
to
are
people
in
or
there-
whatever, but at the same time,
They're almost
like,
30.
you're
People-
doing
Yeah.
exactly
Wait,
what
wait, I
most
wanna hear
people
what
are
he
gonna
says.
do, and like talking to people or whatever, but at the same time, like, you're doing exactly what
Gen
most people
X?
are doing, which is dealing with life stuff, and that's normal. Like the mental toll that it takes dealing.
A streamer is dealing with life stuff. That mug freaking Speed went to China. That ain't life stuff. I'm freaking broke
he's-
eating a
he's
pizza in my
global.
room that I had to freaking budget.
Damn.
That that ain't life stuff.
How many people watching the stream right now? How many people in the chat?
1 0.
Oh,
Let me make
Oh.
it 2. Oh,
it
let me make
went
it 1.
down. Was that Devin? Oh no!
No,
I said let me make it 1.
Mac. The
Jesus.
one is me as my stream manager.
Oh,
There you
hold
go.
hold on. Watch that bitch become 2.
I already made it 2.
Watch that shit become 3. Is it 3
But
now?
yeah, everyone in phase right now is Gen Z. Like I don't think anyone's in like, well, someone's. I think what's his name? YRG. He's like 28, so he's probably the oldest, maybe second oldest in the group. Everyone else like Stable
Gen X.
Ronaldo. He's like 21. He's like the youngest.
They look
maybe.
like Gen X. For sure.
That freaking executive assistant. She looked like she was Gen Z too.
Yeah.
With people and getting comments and this and that. That's what everybody deals with. But you don't have to wake up at 6 in the morning and get to your job and then be
Sometimes they
there
do.
and like be on the whole time, no matter what. Anyone who has a 9 to 5.
Who is this guy?
So what do you do?
Well, I'm a college professor. So
Bro.
I have to do that same
So you
sort
just
of.
gotta come in and teach the same shit for the next 10, 15 years?
Yes, it's
Loki.
Hey, he's making a
he
joke
got
out of it. Hey,
he got a
hey.
good point. He got a good point.
That's
You
what
do
I'm
you
saying,
teach
it's
the same
repetitive.
thing.
You don't have to change your
Repetitive, bro.
material as a
You
college
don't need
college
to.
professor.
You're
But
right.
Mac, hold on.
Right.
I got a gripe too. Mac, you remember biochemistry? Them same
That
damn
bitch did not
videos,
even come
that
into
same
class.
damn
Yep.
slides, bro,
Same
have been used
fucking
for the
videos.
last 15 years.
15 years.
Yep.
She didn't come into class to teach once.
Yep.
And the only time she showed up was for
Test.
exams.
No, they changed it too. Even during exams, she don't even show her face. It's online.
Noah, hey, look, no offense to any college professor out there, but I was actually told to become a college professor. I was told by this one dude, he told me to do the UX design masters. And then from there, if you do like 2 years of something, I think it was like a fellowship or something like that, I can become a professor at MSU. And I said, why would I do that? He said, bro, think about your professor right now. That mug lives in California, teaches the class on virtual reality twice a week for an hour. And then the tests that we had were just conversations about stuff that he studied. So he is testing our knowledge, but at the same time, it's, bro, imagine you had a class on freaking, I don't know, which people do have, on pop culture. And then all you had to do for the exam was pick a movie, both you and the professor watch it, and y'all talk about it. That's some people's job.
Y'all don't have to make the material hard. That's true. Yeah.
They really don't. sometimes, and just to keep their numbers up, because like sometimes people might be failing really really hard with your class just because like it's a strictly online lockdown server. You know what I'm saying? Lockdown browser, my fault. Sometimes they'll make that in a semester. Okay, like it's gonna be just online, no lockdown browser. They know that their numbers are gonna raise up when it comes to like grade averages, and then boom, next semester back down to lockdown.
Yep.
That's
yep,
it.
Yep.
And it happens. I've had classes like that.
Yeah.
What was
Bro,
that? And
he's the
don't get me
worst
started on
person
it.
to
They did
be
that
up
for
here right now.
Orgo too. They
Actually,
did that
matter
for
of fact, I'm
Orgo.
gonna look. I might actually become a college professor because that low key sounds real fun.
This freaking easy class. Remember World of Turf? Everyone picks that class if they want to boost their GPA, bro.
Right. A lot of people who do PhDs want to become professors.
Yeah.
Or start their own like practice.
Or start their own practice as well.
That
But,
was
like,
Troy's
teaching wise, I mean.
That was
Shit,
Troy's
Troy wanted to be a
original goal.
professor?
He said because I just told you, it is very easy to be a professor. Imagine you study something for, let's say you do 4 years undergrad, 2 years masters, and let's say it's a 4-year PhD, right? So that's 10 years
Right.
total that you studied, right? You're 30 years old,
Right.
and you're teaching a class about it. That sounds so. Heck, imagine Tyler, me right now, right? I've been acting, right? And I get my PhD, and then I just go teach a class on everything that I do. I sit, watch a movie, go to class, talk to people about it. That's so, for me, that would be fun and easy. And every year, it's new students, new movies come out. That would be so fun.
The only hard thing that I can really see PhDs, and of course this is going to be difficult, is research. That's what they do with that doctorate level. They do research. They apply for grants. That's how we make our discoveries.
But
those are the doctors. But some of these professors out here, they just killing.
But
they
Mac,
just chilling out here, bro.
I would argue that, let's say you're going for a PhD, 9 times out of 10, you're either really interested or really good at that subject. So I would argue, even then, that studying that it took to get to that PhD to become a professor specifically is not that difficult. Because, yeah, you got to do a research assignment on some. I did a research assignment on, I did it before this came out, actually. I did a research assignment on AI and them using it in music. And then right a year after it, the Drake came out with the Snoop Dogg one. And my professor loved my paper because of that. So, yeah, bro, you can do something as simple as that. Boom. Titties.
They already know what he's doing.
We have to produce new shit every day.
For me in particular, to Silky's point, you're a college professor, so you're essentially reteaching the same curriculum
none
to
of
the
them
same
have-
students.
That I had to
crazy.
take
You know what I'm
years
saying?
to learn, but
You know
yes.
what I'm saying? But I started making content when I was 12 years old.
Okay.
It started out playing Call of Duty trick shotting. I
You were-
don't think
okay.
anybody in this room could hit a crane shot. I don't know
Yep.
if anyone in this room could quick scope.
I don't know if
So
that's
had
something to be proud of, but okay.
So I had to do that for 4
I
years.
think it is.
Right?
This nigga don't know how hard
Then I
that
had to
shit
do
is.
YouTube for 4 years.
That is
hard to master,
And then
bro. Video
I
games
had
are hard
do
to master.
FaZe Clan, build FaZe Clan out,
Clan.
fix
I
FaZe
remember
Clan,
the
and then
old
do
days.
streaming.
Okay.
So
And
you're
with
being
how
No,
many-
bro, I was about to say that because
Yeah.
I thought this is what FaZe Clan looked like. What happened?
They left.
It changes. Yeah, it changes. They're new members almost all the time.
Okay.
Yeah, they
Oh,
left.
not almost. Yeah.
Like, what's his name? Your age? He used to be his own thing
Yeah.
until like a couple years ago.
Because, no, I remember FaZe Clan was all about trick shots and stuff. And then, yeah, man, wow,
Yeah.
wow,
It's
wow.
It slowly became a group with less
Then it-
that's more content creation.
Yeah.
Then they did a YouTuber house with the FaZe house. Yeah.
FaZe Clan
Yep.
out, fix FaZe
These are
Clan,
really hard
and then
to
do
be part of
streaming.
FaZe.
I
Okay.
think
So,
I think
with
the
how many people
9 to
helping
5
you?
workers argument is basically like what level, like the fact that they have to learn something makes their
Yeah.
job harder versus like a streamer, you don't have to learn anything, so their job is easy. I think
'Cause they
that's
don't-
their main
but
argument.
They don't
is-
know what you learn. That's the thing that's making me mad. You don't know what they learn.
Like she's a chef.
Yeah.
He's a college professor. They think that because he did 10 years of schooling just to become a professor, that automatically makes his job hard. That's the prerequisites to do your job. Is your job itself hard? And he's saying no, because you're teaching. You had the option to teach the same material over and over for 35 plus years, and you make bank
Yeah,
because
'cause-
you're getting paid. You can pay 6 figures to teach whatever you want since year one.
Yeah, because I would argue that, I mean, even with streaming, I feel like streaming starts off, I think streaming doesn't really get easier. Because, I mean, you
gotta
start
stay
off.
relevant.
You start off making what? Let's say you make a video every single 3 days, right? Every 3 days, and you make clips, right? And then you start growing a following. So people want more content. So you start putting out more content. You do a video every single day, right? You do get to quit your job. But then, like you said, you get to a point where, like him and FaZe Clan, they expect trick shots. You're not making no trick shots, I'm not watching you. So
Right, exactly.
Yeah, you gotta. It's like supply and demand. You can't supply. Imagine you're watching FaZe Clan. They do makeup tutorials. You wouldn't watch the video. That's not what they do.
You even ask us, "Hey, yo, let's get this new game." I'm like, bro, my pockets hurt.
You gotta stay up to date. You gotta stay up to date. Yep.
There were a lot. You had a team. Was it just you? Like
No. It was just me. There's receipts of this.
It wasn't built on the shoulders of anyone.
They really made
There's
FaZe into a
receipts
whole
on
company
YouTube
now.
of me.
There's
Okay,
even
well,
teams for each game. That's crazy.
Where did YouTube come from?
When I was
How did
13
YouTube become so
when I was
easy?
13
Because
years
a
old.
bunch of people worked their butts off 9 to 5, making it a thing.
That's
and
what
if
you
you
do.
didn't
Okay,
press
you make the argument for
play,
companies you work for.
You couldn't press play,
Yeah.
you couldn't press record,
No,
and
that's
then
not a
just
good argument.
talk.
That's not a
You
good
have a
argument.
campus to teach on. Then boom, there you go.
Right, but I also had to spend years earning my credentials and
No.
mastering.
I get it.
Come
Bro,
on,
I told you,
guys.
his argument was
I
the
play video
credentials.
games. I play video games on my spare time. Come on, guys.
So you just want to get
Come on, guys.
It's okay. We understand.
No. Can we pause for a second? His argument was not solid. He said you're working off of like YouTube that was created by someone else. That's how.
No.
Unless you're a pioneer yourself and creating a whole company by yourself,
Exactly.
none of y'all no one in that room can make an argument about that.
But he also
No
said
one.
credentials. He also said I had to build my credentials over years. As a YouTuber and a streamer, you have to build credentials too. If I go to Dashy's video, I know what I'm getting. You know what I'm saying? That's credentials.
Also,
Freaking
your
same thing with
credentials
FaZe
is
Clan.
your credentials is the bond you pair with your audience too. So it's not
The bond,
it's not,
and I know
it's not just a piece of paper. It's
If-
like something.
Exactly.
Yeah, sorry.
I was
It's
gonna say,
not
I know
something
if I click
physical.
on Dashy's video, he's not gonna be good at the game, and I know if I click on iTimmy for Apex, he's gonna win.
You know you're gonna get
You
like
know
a
what?
full playthrough of the game, bro, and know how to beat the game. Usually, sometimes I get too lazy to beat the game myself. I
And
need
you
other
watch
people to
someone else
warm
beat
me.
it. Yep, the Rad Brad.
Yep. That's a pull.
Yep.
He played every game and got it beat.
Yep.
Fucking
Come on,
Kai
man. I
did
know
that
ball.
shit, too.
I know ball.
When Kai said that shit, his followers went up, bro.
Yep.
Everybody watched him.
I love the
Like,
Rad Brad.
I did him. I watched him for Crash Bandicoot. I watched him for Mario games, Donkey Kong, COD, all of it.
I think I watched them for Detroit Becoming Human. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
I'm Vicky, and my perspective is coming from a hair and makeup artist, physical job. Doesn't seem like any of you guys can even compete with the physicality.
brother.
You guys
I know how to do a 3 straight blade.
just sitting on your
Hey.
butt and talking into a microphone
know.
is very different. Very different.
Oh,
than
hold
having to
on.
get
What
up-
is an accountant job then?
Shut
You
up,
just type it
Elizabeth.
on the computer. It's not physical labor that makes a job hard.
Yeah.
What's her name?
Karen, I think.
Karen.
Is her name actually
Oh,
Karen?
Vicky.
No.
Vicky.
Vicky. Victoria, really.
In the
Or
morning,
Vicky.
carry
Icky
all
Vicky.
of your gear. You've got to carry all of your hair, makeup, all of your supplies. You have to haul
You can
it
easily shut down
around,
this
get up
argument.
early
She's
in the
saying physical
morning.
labor makes
You
it
have
a
to stand on
physically
your
hard
feet
job.
all day. You never sit
what?
down.
I hear you, I
You're
hear you. I built
breathing
a
in.
house.
You're breathing in toxic chemicals all day.
That's your choice.
All right, can I
That
tell
is
you
your
something?
choice.
Listen, so your whole
So
thing.
it's dangerous.
Listen,
Your
just
job
chill,
isn't
chill.
dangerous.
Still
Your
yakking.
job isn't
Shut up.
The thing
physically
is,
taxing. You're just talking.
Vicky,
into the
shut
microphone.
the bro.
So your whole
She
thing.
doesn't get that.
Your whole thing is we can't do what you do, right?
It's not
No, no,
physical.
no, but-
I'm saying that
I
a
just-
Does she
9
know
to 5
that-
job
For a
where you
second.
You're a
physically
damn
have to
content creator?
do
So-
some hauling around stuff.
So
and
physically, I physically
you're
can't
just
haul
talking
around
into a mic.
bags of like makeup. You physically could never trick shot. You could not hit a crane shot. You can't 10-8.
Got
You
a
can't
point.
hold
You got a
a
point.
controller
Talk to
and make a 200K montage. You can't.
man.
No one in here can.
Hey.
None of you can.
But you
None
can
of you
carry something.
Can't edit a video.
And you
She
have
doesn't
to
know how
do
to
that
edit a video.
12 hours a day.
Bring up the
Yes.
there's different types of
Actually,
content
yes.
creators too.
No,
There's
no.
gym. Yeah, there's people who do gym.
Yeah, no, yeah, that's a no, but she said streamer. They're talking about them. But no, you're right. Streamers, there's a lot of people that can't
You work on
bodybuild.
streamers,
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
but he had a point with her. She's like, you can't, the physical aspect of it, you can't make a trick shot. Genuinely, you can't.
Hand-eye
Yeah, bro.
coordination.
You know
Hand-eye
how to put game
coordination.
on?
Hand-eye coordination works differently.
You know
with
what's
hair,
crazy?
makeup,
She had the
and
audacity
then-
to say for 12 hours a day. What? That's light work. That is light work. That's a Wednesday. Man, bro.
Taking him 4 days to hit a trick shot. It's taking you 4 days to hit a trick shot.
Actually, yes, I would have
Hours
to
a
do
day.
that.
And then your day is never
Yes, I
done. When you're
would.
done doing that, is your job done? Do you have to go shopping and replace
You don't
all
know-
of the
wait,
things
wait,
that you
stop.
use?
No. Listen,
You have to
Vicky,
clean
listen,
all of
Vicky.
your gear.
You don't know about dry streaks. You don't know about hit markers.
But when you're done, you're
You
done.
don't know about if the Elgato wasn't on.
When you're
Can you
done, you're
imagine
done.
That would
if
piss
the
me
Elgato-
off.
Wow.
The camera's
If I
not
just-
on.
If I rendered my video in Vegas and I sent the editor the clips without disabling and resample.
Oh my God.
My montage is fucked. Your main underlining argument here is what you do is physically
Daily, day to day.
Okay. Your main thing is what you do is physically
She doesn't
more
never. She
taxing
never lets
Yeah.
her husband talk.
Man, she lying, man. Most
And
of you,
dangerous.
I can
that's
say
the
the
job.
same
You don't
thing.
move.
You
You sit in a
cannot
cubicle
physically
and you can do
trick
everything in
shot.
your chair.
Could never.
Also, she said she
I don't-
can.
I would
She
go as
stands
far
all
as-
the time. Just get a chair.
That is true. Wait, hold on. What did he say? What did he just say that they're booing at?
Trick shot. You could never. I would go as far
Okay,
as.
so
I don't
how many hours a day do you trick shot?
I don't think.
How many hours
guys
a
ever do.
day do you trick shot? How many hours?
When I was trick shotting, it was 12 hours a day. It was however long I needed to. However
Every
long I
day, 12
needed
hours
to.
a day
However
trick
long I
shotting?
needed to hit a clip.
12 hours a day every day.
5 seconds.
And that clip is.
He carries a Barrett 50 cal and he jumps off of stuff.
I would have to get on Call of Duty, turn my sense all the way up to 10-10. I would have to get to last. I would have to pray to God that he would be in the right spot, throw the concussion. Now I gotta have my rotations down. I gotta have my rotations.
Dead zones. Talk about the dead zones.
Talk about dead zone.
Stick drip.
Stick drip.
Thing is, for the most part, but that is not all YouTubers that are doing something physical. A lot of it is just talking.
Okay, going back to what Devin said, because you just said she just said, oh, all YouTubers. Okay, let's talk about the freaking bodybuilders. Let's talk about them. Yeah, the freaking what's his name? Not C-Bum.
Sam Sulek?
Sam Sulek. Sam Sulek. Ain't nobody in this room doing what Sam Sulek's doing.
What's his name?
No.
Jesse James.
You know, he
John-
went
that
pro
guy?
too, right?
Yeah.
He went pro.
Yeah.
He went pro. Yeah. He is officially a pro bodybuilder.
Lean
Or-
beef
or-
patty.
None
Sarah,
of y'all can.
something.
No one in that room could freaking deadlift 400 pounds. I guarantee you.
Bro,
No one in that room.
Kai Cenat, freaking, honestly, you talk about Kai Cenat when he streamed, what's that game? What's that, Elden Ring? That is, you know I hate that game. That game is harder than any 9 to 5 to ever exist. I hate that game.
Long as hell to beat that too.
Yeah, it took him like a couple days.
He had over 1,000 deaths.
Look, if she had just brought up
play.
like blue
need to play
collar
other
workers,
What'd
her
you say?
argument was just ass. She didn't even bring up blue collar. If you want to bring physicality into this argument,
Yeah.
bring up the physical jobs.
Yeah, she said
Don't say yeah.
She's talking
You know
about
how many
her.
cardboards.
So this white collar jobs, like, come on now.
No, but
Yeah,
also,
bro.
yeah, she's saying that her job is harder because she sniffs in chemicals all day, works 12 hours, and works with her hands to bring her makeup upstairs. Listen, little lady. Listen, little
You
lady.
cutting off for us, but you're not cutting off in Twitch. So
Shoot.
I'll let you keep talking. You're not cutting off in Twitch though. I got you open. in
Oh,
Twitch.
okay, yeah. Well, that's all I had to say.
Yeah, but she also said it was dangerous. We could walk around IRL stream and someone could rob us or kill us.
I gotta.
Wait.
They're laughing. But that's happened recently.
I've gotten a pumpkin thrown on my head by a crackhead.
Crackhead ran up.
Wait.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
They're
bro.
laughing. But that's happened recently.
I've
That's
gotten
another
a pumpkin
thing
thrown
too,
on my head
man.
by a crackhead.
Crackhead ran
a
up to
streamer,
him.
Stream sniping.
Stream
You are
sniping.
now,
Yeah.
you are now open to the public,
Yep,
bro.
yep.
Everybody knows your name. And how did XX die? They knew exactly where that nigga was gonna be at the certain, like, just streaming yourself is like putting a fucking
Target
Pop
on
smoke,
your head.
UAV,
bro.
UAV
Freaking
on you
Rock,
at
You
all
know
times.
Kai
B&B
when he
Rock.
Oh, go ahead. Go
got
ahead. PV
Oh
Rock.
no. Well, I was gonna say
Scary.
Kai.
Yeah.
Kai gets swatted all the time. Like,
Let's
come
get
on.
swatted all the time.
Yep, that is that. Hey, you talk about dangers. That is a good point. You are putting a freaking
Yeah.
target on your Mr. Beast.
Yeah.
He talked about, bro. One time he went to, where was it? He went to some hotel. One person saw him. Whole hotel swarmed with people overseas. Then he tried to make it to the airport. He had everything on. One kid looked up at him. That's Mr. Beast. Said it really loud. Everybody started swarming him. He asked the TSA, hey, can I pass? They said, no, you got to go through the regular line like everybody else. And he had to freaking go hide in
life
the
is not your
janitor
own.
closet.
Yeah, everybody will try to find out where you are, where have you been.
Yep.
Like your life is not private.
Look
once
at
you become
P&B
a
Rock.
content
He
creator. Like a
his
big content
girlfriend
creator.
leaked the location, and then he got shot like 30 minutes
Yeah,
later.
bro.
Look at Pop
Everybody's
Smoke. Pop Smoke
yeah,
accidentally
Smoke.
leaked his Airbnb on Instagram, and they found him
Yup.
within 2 hours.
Yup. Dude, just a rumor of LeBron cheating. They looked up airport cameras, seeing if he really pulled up at the airport at that
Oh yeah, they
specific- like,
hacked into
damn.
stuff. Bro. They were hacking into
They,
that to see if
they
he
will
cheated.
do that to find where you are.
If Kai Cenat cheated on his current girlfriend, oh my god, you know how many sponsorships and deals he'll lose, bro? Just off
We
an
would
allegation.
destroy these arguments, bro. These guys are not making. Both sides aren't making good arguments.
It's a pleasure to meet you, sir.
And
I have
librarian.
very,
Okay.
occupation on my
Librarian.
last job.
Hold on.
I worked as a librarian with elementary school children.
Where's the rest of her hair?
I have been an executive secretary, legal.
Very quiet, peaceful.
Yes, yes, all that. You know, because
I don't
it's,
like
it's
this
who
dude
you
on the
are.
face side, bro.
that-
I never liked him in
You know, we
face.
create social media all the time
Mm-hmm.
because that's what we are. We're 9-to-5ers, and we interact and have energy with people.
I hate her in
Where
the back.
I don't think that you guys have that.
Who? Maribel?
You have false energy because you're
False
across the
energy.
screen. You're not interacting with people like we
you know
do.
how many-
So what are we doing right now?
interacting?
What are we doing right now?
You're doing it now because we're doing a video.
Wait,
So-
isn't she debating for it? That's making it harder for us.
Do you know that there's millions of people?
Now I'm not gonna have all y'all gang up on me.
There's millions of people who watch the video who
Yes.
save lives every
Yes.
day, probably more than doctors.
Yes.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
There's people that literally stay alive because they want to watch our videos.
You know what?
Terrible point.
No, hold on. This is coming from Tyler, content creator. I had someone actually hit me up. They reached out to me. They said, and this isn't saving lives, but they did reach out to me. They said they broke their back. So they've been doing is just they've been in pain consistently. And they said my videos helped them throughout their pain. I've had people reach out to me and say, hey, your video, I can't sleep at night and your videos help me go to sleep. So I genuinely I see what he's saying because there have been there's other content creators that say it all the time. Sometimes people do see their video, they have a little bit of motivation, and it does kind of save. Technically, it does. That's just me.
Sure,
Guys,
but
I
you don't
just-
go. That's the job. You don't go to a doctor for fun, just like you don't go to a streamer for like medical advice.
That's true, but I do agree with his point that
That's a good. No, I'm not
streamers
saying. Okay, I said it was a bad point now, but I don't think it's quite as bad. But still,
Yeah.
that was my point.
No, I
Go ahead.
do. Go ahead, Mac.
Oh yeah, my fault. No, I didn't want to cut anybody off. I just thought about this, bro. Jobs are they're a lot more secure than we think. Like some jobs, like things that can protect you to get a job versus what you're protected from. with
Severance.
social
You
media.
get severance. I
Severance.
forgot about that.
Job discrimination, bro. Just think about that for a minute. Even if you have a criminal background, you can't be discriminated against for certain jobs. You can't.
Yeah.
You get unemployment after you were a streamer.
You get paid. Right.
You know what, Max?
But when it comes to content, yeah.
Someone didn't show up to when I worked at Best Buy. He got hired. He didn't show up to work for like 2 weeks, and they couldn't fire him because they have to give a warning first.
Warning, bro. Damn.
Yep.
Oh, that's protection if the way I see it.
Yep.
That
Yeah, bro.
two weeks of not being there.
I had another dude crash out, and he broke a like $6,000 cage at my job. Didn't get fired.
You got a warning?
Yeah, because apparently you can't. I don't. Now that one, I really don't know how you didn't get fired, but yeah.
Compared to content creation, they can look up everything you got in your past.
Yep,
Shit,
yep.
Just saying, even one thing can get you fucked up.
Yeah, Kevin. Kevin
even
Hart
if you
almost
said
got canceled
something
for a funny joke too.
Even if you didn't oh, you talking about that dollhouse joke?
Yep.
Yeah, if you say something that's not offensive now, but years later they'll get sensitive, say, "Oh my God, he said this." Oh my God, it's just over for you.
Yep.
Even you support, like for instance, right? If you let's say you didn't support Palestine and supported Israel, that is enough to lose your followers. But that is a political view that every person has a right to. That will your political view stop you from getting a job? No, but it can stop you from content creation.
Yep.
Probably.
True. You have to limit yourself unless you're actually a political content creator and you already picked a side.
Right, exactly. And that's the whole thing with like your followers too.
Yeah.
Ugh.
So unless
Ugh.
it's a niche, you're at risk.
Yep.
Right.
You know about going out into the club
don't want us
night,
on the
staying
show,
out
bro.
till
We
2,
would
10
be
o'clock in the morning,
killing
trying to
them.
get up.
But
at 6
what would
o'clock
our
in the
labels be?
morning
We're not
to get
streamers.
dressed.
We're just
And-
We stay alive because they want to watch our videos.
You know about going
Well,
out
technically we'd
into
be
the
9 to 5.
Wait, listen.
clubs at night, staying out till 2, 10 o'clock in the morning, trying to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning so you can get dressed.
So you was
to
having
get-
fun.
Hell yeah.
Okay, so.
But I'm saying it's like you guys don't do the interaction. You don't touch people
Touch people.
like this.
Okay, now.
Whoa, gonna sauce him up. Hold
Go
on.
to the club, you get to put some
Right
shades
there.
on and you go by your day to work. We can't do that because we have thousands of people.
But is
You're
that your
drunk,
choice?
You're high. You're
But is
hungover.
that
Just
your
get off
choice?
screen. We don't want to see you like this.
But is that your choice?
We don't like you like this. Why are you doing this?
But is that your choice? You chose that. You chose this
That's
life.
the thing.
Hey,
We
so
can't-
hold on.
That's what's
Pause
happening
it.
now.
Hold
That's
on.
what's
Pause.
happening.
Pause.
Think how
The
you
same
chose
way
your
they
life.
said she said it's your choice. It is your choice to go out at 9 p.m., get back at 1 a.m., wake up at 5 to go to work at 6. That is your choice.
Your choice.
Now with
You
the
want to
whole
stay
world,
stagnant? You can stay stagnant.
It's a total disconnect.
If you want to stay at
When you have
home
a 9 to
and
5, you're
watch
dealing
Grey's
with
Anatomy
people
at 8
touching
o'clock,
people's hearts,
that's all on
souls,
you.
No, you are not.
Do you know how many names we need a day?
I think. Look, I appreciate you. I appreciate you, and I respect what you do.
Do you
because
watch
I
any
think,
entertainment?
Oh my
Of
God.
course, I watch
So do
entertainment.
you
I
ever-
got kids.
wait,
I got grandkids.
Do you ever laugh? Do you ever laugh?
Of course, I
So
laugh.
then the
We're
interaction. with
touching
you-
them.
But the interaction is
Did
not
it make you
real.
feel better?
When I'm
Did it
watching
make you- wait, did it make you feel better?
Then what make me feel
Have
better?
you ever
It all
watched-
depends on
have you ever been
it all
entertained?
depends- it
Have you
all
ever been
depends
entertained
on
and been like,
what's
oh,
coming.
I feel
Bro,
good.
if you wanted to talk, get in the front.
Some of it is
You
fake.
see, you're not answering.
No,
So
but
now
he's making a
let's-
good
well-
point though. She said
I
that.
know, but yeah.
Let me answer your because I'm debating him.
Okay, yeah.
But go ahead.
Right after this, I got you. Right
Okay,
now. Go
all
ahead.
right, come on.
So when you're entertained, have you ever felt like your day was better if you watched something? You've never felt like that?
Yeah, sure.
That was
So what's
Tyler's
the difference
point.
with us?
That was Tyler's
The
point.
difference with
yeah.
you is that you guys do this 24/7. That's all you do.
Yeah.
You know, you just like you. Wait a minute. Somebody made a comment about, oh, I can't even go out with my girlfriend, or I can't even go out in public.
That's right.
I can go out in public and be seen.
So it's
You know what?
easier.
So it's easier.
I'm a very social. I'm a very social.
So it's easier.
person. I'm very popular in where I do and where I am. I do social media.
Saying
Yeah.
what we do has not affected people, it's not real. How come when I go out in public and I meet someone and they're like, oh my God, wait, I loved your videos growing up. You were my childhood. I used to watch you
Or their
every
hands
single
shaking,
day.
their hands shaking.
Like, you were my child. You know how like we grew up watching Disney Channel?
Yep.
I've had people
Ben
come up
10.
hundreds
She's
of
just not
times
listening, bro.
throughout years
She's
of
just
my
not
life.
listening.
No, because they really
And
are.
say these
Yeah.
things. So
Okay.
They're so stubborn, bro.
They just don't understand
Robbie,
that
I'm a
content
server at an
creation
Italian
right now
restaurant.
is.
I think the only
it's
content
our
creation
version of entertainment in our generation compared to the entertainment that they experienced when they were younger.
it's
Didn't
like they're
have-
actors, but they're
Yeah.
not
It's like
actors.
actors.
It's just real life.
Exactly. It's like actors. It's like game show. Like fucking rom-coms.
Live action live action game shows, kind of like that. You see real people on game shows. You get
Right.
entertained. Like I bet you everyone in this room knows what Jeopardy
Sitcoms,
is.
my fault.
Wheel of
Sitcoms.
Fortune.
Not rom-coms, but sitcoms. Yeah.
It's easy.
Oh, that's not fair.
He has the same menu, makes the same food every day. bro.
First thing I'm gonna say is nobody's gonna say being a nurse isn't hard, because
Okay.
my aunt was. That is the
My
most
mom
difficult
was.
shit. How are you gonna disrespect your mom like
No,
that,
she
dude?
is right now.
You're gonna disrespect
She
your
loves
mom
it.
and say that your work is harder?
She
No,
tells
yeah,
me.
That is
this is
so
hard.
rude,
I'm
She
honestly.
works two of them.
Never
She
touched
works at
that
two
shit.
hospitals.
Let me ask you something.
She said it's mad easy. She could work at two hospitals.
No disrespect, but what you do, I'm not your target audience. So break it down for me, because I don't even get it.
Oh my God.
Let me ask you something.
You just said I'm not your target audience because I'm black.
Okay.
just said.
Okay. No, that was-
Skip
So
it.
everybody
Skip
thinks I'm a hoodlum.
Skip this, bro.
I don't like
Nah,
this.
skip
dude.
him. Skip
bro.
him. Skip him.
Honestly, I might
Yeah,
skip this
no.
whole conversation. That just
That-
pissed me off.
that just
He
pissed
set
me
us
off,
back.
too.
He set us back.
Skip
fuck
him.
are
No,
you
he's still
doing that?
talking. Keep
You
skipping
know,
him.
This dude right here was so nice. He's like, look, I'm not your target audience. I don't know what you guys do. So
Yeah, do
forgive
Jason.
me."
No,
Yeah,
matter of
like
fact,
he
look
was
at this.
being
Look at this.
honest.
When he said that too.
okay.
Hold on.
Thing to say. Oh, that's hard.
Pull a race card.
He
in
works at
this.
two hospitals.
I'm
You just said I'm not your target audience because I'm
look.
black.
Immediately look for validation. Immediately look for validation. Yo,
right,
corny
I'm looking,
behind. He
I'm looking.
pisses me off.
Yeah, skip him. That was
Yeah,
so
nah,
stupid.
bro, that was so
I told
dumb.
you I didn't like him, bro. In the
No, you were right. You're right. Cause I'm black. Oh my god.
That's Silky, by the way.
Good. How are you?
You look great. You look
That's
Bro,
right.
that's the
I'm
thing
Thelma
about the thing
again.
about
I
content
believe 9 to
creation.
5 is harder.
You always got to be on your tippy toes.
fuck.
Is that an Alexander Hamilton?
The minute they find something off, yeah, they'll call it off.
Wait,
Like,
hold
bro,
on. Actually, I'm kind of done with this one. I want to watch this.
What's
other
the
one.
comment say? What's the
Heck,
comment
is my
say?
screen not- Why is my screen not full screen?
Did I say 900 something? Oh, it only says 90K. Never mind.
What's the comment say?
9 to 5 workers versus 5 rage baiters. The 20% debate, 80% rage baited.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, I
rage
like
baiting.
this one already. You don't have to deal with chat. Yeah, that's crazy. They did.